Welcome to Enlightenment Unknown Life of a Spiritual Nomad. My name is Wes Coons, and welcome back to the show. Man, we are a week away from Christmas, and I have a very cool special guest. Say, hey, Molly.
Hey, Molly.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks for coming. You are the only Molly I've ever met.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're cool people.
Yeah. So,
I've never met a mean Molly.
No, me either. I feel like if I say Molly, I should be talking to a parakeet, though.
Really?
No, those are Polly,
Oh,
right?
right.
The bird's Polly.
I've never met Molly Parakeet before.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to be here.
I like your Grinch sweater.
Yeah, I love the Grinch so much because it's just the story of someone being able to change.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Same with Scrooge.
Yeah. Well, that's the work we're in, right? We help people change.
Yep.
So how long have you been doing healing work?
23 years.
Wow.
Unofficially, as an esthetician, I didn't know what I was doing. I just did it, but I did it improperly at first. I would give energy from myself instead of pulling from source, but doing it correctly, probably 5 years.
Yeah. So the correctly means instead of draining yourself, you're letting it flow through, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to walk out of the treatment room decades ago going, man, that person made me tired, or, oh, I'm so wired now. What's wrong with me? So I would take or give improperly is the way that I would put it.
Yeah. Well, it's still a blessing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So how long have we known each other? I'm trying to remember.
How did we meet? How did we meet, Wes?
Was it is it the Reiki Wellness Center or something?
No. I know. I wanted Reiki, and I literally Googled Reiki near me, and then I looked for the person with the most and the best reviews.
Who was that?
You.
Oh, okay.
You.
I thought maybe I was second best. I don't know.
No, you. And I was like, well, I'm going to try this guy. And that's how I ended up there.
Yeah. Well, I'm good at fooling people, so I'm glad you showed up.
Before that, though, we had ran into each other in a comment section on Facebook somewhere.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this sounds like a normal, nice person. Let me comment on his comment. And that's how we touched base first.
Mm-hmm. Our version of normal, I think, is different than most people these days.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what's today's date? I don't know. The 20th?
The 21st. Yesterday was solstice.
Christmas is this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 3 days, time to get the turkey out of the freezer.
I guess I should put a Christmas tree up if I'm doing that, huh?
You don't have a Christmas tree?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
You're not in the spirit this year?
I used to, when back in the day when I was married, we lived on 8.5 acres and I had a half-mile driveway, and we would put up about 30 Christmas trees down the driveway and do all this stuff to celebrate my mom. And just since my spiritual awakening 5-6 years ago, I just haven't really been into it. I don't know. I just haven't.
Does it feel fake to you?
No.
Commercialized?
I think the reality is the first 5 years I was just so beside myself broken.
Yeah.
I couldn't. And so the thought was, why should I put something underneath there? There's not going to be any gifts, right? So last year I put a tree up, and this year I just didn't need to, didn't want to, not sad about it. So I've clearly healed something. Grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Abby will be upset if there's not a Christmas tree.
Right. No, I don't think. Especially if there's moose antlers that are given for Christmas.
Yes, you brought her moose antlers, so that was nice.
Yeah. Whatever brings someone joy for the Christmas season is what should be done. And if it's not a tree, it's not a tree. Maybe it's giving or serving soup at the soup kitchen or whatever. But whatever brings someone peace and joy is what should be done.
It should be. I don't know about you, but for me, the holiday season, really except for this year, last year was pretty good, but this year is great. I have always been sad.
Oh.
And I don't know why. I had a pretty good childhood. People go through things as kids, but I never could figure out why the holiday season and my birthday was always just painful for me. And
when's your birthday?
September 17th. Oh, I'm a Virgo. Oh. I don't know if that's good or bad. So, I was talking to Kelsey the other day. She said, that's the most Virgo thing I've ever heard. I'm like, I have no fucking idea what that means, but okay. Now, what kind of healing work do you do? You've done a lot of training this year, haven't you?
I have. When you dive into it and then you just want to learn everything you can as fast as you can because you're so thirsty for all the all everything. So I did Reiki and quantum.
Nice.
You suggested Margaret. And so I went through all of that this past summer, and I just went to this thing at this little church introducing me to some of the classes at the ARE. I'm thinking about maybe dipping my feet over there. And then you told me something about not centurions. Now I forget.
Oh,
what
the
you said.
Arcturians.
Arcturians,
Yeah,
right.
with Jean Eng.
So I just feel like I need to consume everything that I can. I'm just dying for more knowledge.
I understand. Have you met Gene yet?
No.
Man, I tell you what, I don't know if he's a brain surgeon or something, but he's that level of intelligence. This guy's brilliant. And my first mentor I worked with, Sandra Grace Brooks. Did you ever meet Sandra Grace?
Mm-mm.
She always had the biggest smile on her face and laughed all the time. I love her. She just let me know it's been 2.5 years now, so she's been gone 2.5 years. Sandra Grace introduced me to Gene, and when Gene does a healing on somebody, it is the most bizarre thing I've ever felt. So I was on a Zoom call with him, and I had questions about stuff, and we had like 20 minutes left. He's like, well, do you want a healing? And Andrea was here, my friend Andrea, and he didn't know she was here. She was just sitting in the room, but we're on the Zoom call. He could only see me. And I said, yeah, that'd be cool. And he just kind of looked around and just put his hands in prayer position. Instantly, the second he closed his eyes, I was out of my body like a freight train hit me. It was crazy. I've never experienced anything like that.
Whoa.
And when it was over, he's like, oh, okay, man, all right, see you later. Like it was nothing, and he's gone. And I'm looking at Andrea, she's looking at me, she's like, what the hell was that? I'm like, I have no idea. And the crazy part is I'm kind of thinking, I was like, well, when we do the healing work, do we have to know who's in the room? I guess you don't. I've never really thought about that. But she said, Wes, he instantly out of my body too.
Huh.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And
wow. Do you feel like you can do that?
I guess. I don't know. Never really.
Has anybody given you feedback like that?
I don't think I've asked. I don't think I've asked. Because when I do my healing work, it's more ceremonial. You've been there. So you sit and you talk and you get on the table and I do my prayers and I build the energy slowly. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, is that the human experience wanting to see and feeling like we need to do it that way? And the reality is we can turn it on in an instant and do the job. So I don't know.
Right.
But it was crazy powerful. I was altered for hours afterwards, which isn't normal for me. I don't typically feel that stuff. But this guy will do a download, no exaggeration. He'll do a 45-minute download on some Arcturian training session with 75 people on Zoom like it's nothing. And it'll take him an hour to do the download.
And I would think that someone like that has been doing stuff like this for decades.
Yeah, more than a minute.
Yeah.
He's not looking at notes. He just looks around and is like, okay, man, all right, you ready? Yeah. And then he's just boom, and everybody's like, you watch them, everybody's like shaking on the TV. It's bizarre.
That's cool.
Yeah, his level of connection, his level of intelligence is through the roof. Yeah, you should try that.
Yeah, I should. I really should.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of like having someone do work on me. I think I'm pretty receptive and open, so that would be amazing.
Yeah. So it's fun doing this podcast. I get to meet some of the most powerful women on the planet, including you, and to talk about these fun things. You've gone through all this training this last year. If there was like one aha moment that stuck out to you, what would that be? What did that look like for you that maybe changed your life or just really made you look at life differently?
So to make this a long story short, I was raised with a lot of Catholic dogma, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these healing modalities was considered by Catholic standards to come from a dark place. When I had my what I consider my awakening was with a lady named Nancy Laporta, who did a reading and told me what my mother was telling me. And it was like someone punched me in the stomach. My awakening wasn't lights and rainbows. It was feeling very, oh my God, I've been lied to my whole life. So fast forward when I learned some Reiki, and I was doing a really good session on a lady who I asked her, is there anything that you want? Is there anything that's bothering you? And she's like, no, just do what you feel. Right. So I felt something over her ovary. And for a second, that Catholic dogma, who's really telling you about her ovary? Like, are you sure this is coming from a good place?
Yeah.
And I had to correct myself and recenter and focus on the ovary. And when I told her afterwards, this is what I was feeling, I don't know what's going on with your ovary, but this is what I was hearing and feeling. And she said, oh, it's so funny that you say that, because yesterday I was at the ER for a ruptured cyst with a lot of pain.
Wow.
What you felt over my left ovary was accurate. And in that moment, I was like, okay, trust your intuition. What you're hearing is right. Everything that you've heard from childhood and Catholic school was just a control mechanism.
Yeah.
And that changed the way I dealt with myself. Stop doubting myself.
Well, that's the key, is when you accept that the message that you hear is accurate. It doesn't mean you have to run down the street and tell somebody the message.
Right.
But if you accept that message is accurate, that's when your gifts start turning on full speed. That's what it did for me.
Right.
So I had, the fun thing about that is it validates what we're doing, because come on, the human brain, we're sitting here you're doing this work, we're wondering, am I really seeing this? Am I really feeling that? Then you get validated. Is nice. The hard part in healing work is when the validation is not there, and being able to stay in your power and say, you know what? I know what I seen. I know what I did. I know what work I did. Don't know what that is connected to, and just move on. So if the client had not said anything about her ovaries, the key is staying in that power position.
Right. Yeah, and still knowing that you're delivering healing energy for the greater good of that person, no matter whether they felt it, sensed it, agreed with anything that you were saying that you felt or heard.
Yeah.
That it's still valid.
So let me ask you this question. I didn't grow up in the church. I've been to church
Good
a
for
handful
you.
Hey, if you listen to the show, when my spiritual awakening started, I didn't know Jesus was a Jew. I knew nothing about anything.
Oh.
I didn't.
Were your parents atheists?
No, we just didn't go to church.
Oh, okay.
No, we just didn't go to church. And I had this one vision where Jesus showed me him being crucified, and there's two other people being crucified, and this whole thing. And I remember these Roman soldiers were walking down this pathway with this spear, and Sandra Grace was there. And I told her it might as well have been dinosaurs walking down the street driving a Corvette. It was so bizarre to me, because I didn't understand it, because I didn't think that the Romans and Jesus were alive at the same time. I didn't know that. So I got this vision that was accurate. And that really woke me up at a high level of, I'm seeing something that is real that I didn't even understand. But I guess my question is, why do you think the church tells us everything that we do is wrong, like hands-on healing, but at the same time, they do hands-on healing? At the church I went to up the street, they're doing hands-on healing in the back room. But if I'm doing Reiki, I'm doing devil's work. Why do you think that is?
Because they want us, the general population, to be dependent on them for everything.
Okay.
Like, we need them for a connection to God. We need them to help be forgiven. We need them to get our funds to the proper channels for charity. We need that. That is all a lie, right?
Yeah, it is a lie.
It's in us, but that isn't good business, is it? Ooh, I'm going to make some mad. I'm going to make some people mad, but it's not good business for the church if we all know that God is in us and we have a direct connection with or without the priest, pastor, or father. Oh, they don't want us to know that.
Yeah.
They can lay hands. They can pray and try to heal with prayer, but we can't do that. That's of the devil.
Sure.
So it's just a measure of control.
Yeah, I think so. I've got another segment of this podcast, honestly, I've been agonizing on doing called I can't even speak, called The Sunday Preach, No Shoes Required, where we're talking about God, but honoring our gifts and our spirituality and stuff. And
can't wait to listen to it.
yeah, the first episode was supposed to go out this week. Then I had some dental work done and my face is swollen and it's hard to talk. But the reality is, I've been in the forefront of a lot of stuff, but this one's been bothering me a little bit because the Christians and stuff could be pretty mean.
Yeah.
I've had family members, when I've done a prayer, correct me afterwards. And I'm like, maybe you should be excited that I even fucking prayed.
Yeah.
Let alone that I don't go to church, I don't do these things. And instead of sitting there saying, hey, look at Wes Grew, it's let me condemn him for saying one word wrong. And I don't understand that. And when I was learning this healing work, in the beginning, I was given these really long prayers. You have to say everything, every word for word, and it was 2 and 3 sheets long. And at least for me, I believe that I don't have to do it that way.
Right.
Because I've done the prayer to ask, Holy Sacred Spirit, please use me as a clear and present channel to flow through me to heal this person as a basic prayer. And I've tested it because that's who I am. I'm like, hey, send the juice, man. And I felt the same thing. I think Sandra Grace always told me, she said, Wes, this works intention and visualization. Your intent is to heal somebody. Your visualization is you're visualizing that person getting better. And so it's been a fun process. And getting comfortable do you talk to dead people?
That's the first thing you asked me the first time we met. And I said, no, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I'm becoming more open to the idea. Obviously, I'm hearing something when I'm working on somebody. But does someone come through and say, hey, your mom's here and blah, blah, blah? No, I don't hear any of that.
Yeah, that one's awkward. That one's awkward. So
It must be like you're never alone.
I'm never alone.
Right. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that. Does it get on your nerves? Be honest.
Sometimes, yeah, I can hear the dog talk to me. I can hear plants talk to me. I can hear the trees. If I really focus, I can
down
hear
for
the
that.
house. Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Well, you never met Sugar, did you?
No.
That little Yorkie I had?
No.
I put a Facebook post up on Facebook the other day, and it had a picture of a Yorkie in front of a frat house, and it said this Yorkie went missing like 3 or 4 years ago, and they found the Yorkie 300 miles away living in this frat house, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so this would be Sugar, but Sugar would have beat that dog's ass for being ugly and lived there, but she was crazy. She was wild. I could hear her talk, and she always said, F you. She was mean as hell. And she was mad at me because
As
she was.
Yorkies are.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she was losing her sight and having a hard time. But I could hear the dogs talk to me. If you're here in the house, Abby and I will have a full-blown conversation back and forth and typically debating something. So it's interesting. I look crazy.
Well, I think every dog owner talks to their dogs, whether other people know that it happens or not. But we all talk to the dogs.
Yeah, but I get to hear her back. And so it's like, okay.
Right.
So Sugar taught her the FU word, and I'm like, you don't even know what that means. And she goes, yes, I do. I'm like, what does it mean? And she just gets quiet. I'm like, okay, see?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
question is, why are your dogs cursing you out so much?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pure love and light, so I have no idea why that is. But Sugar was so mad at me. I had Sugar when that haunted house started,
Right.
and she left the week that it got bad, and literally she came back the week after it was over, and I think she was abused. Well, I know she was abused while she was gone, so that the person that had her, that was actually the owner of the dog. Her boyfriend had abused the dog, so when Sugar came back, she wasn't the same. Her hip was damaged from being kicked, and
Oh.
I don't think she ever forgave me for letting her go. We had a challenging relationship at the end, but she was a good dog. But that dog would fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. She wouldn't bark. She wouldn't yelp. She would just attack. She was the best dog ever. Yeah. So what are your plans for your healing business? What do you think you're going to be doing in 2026?
In 26, I'm building a website for my second business that I'll be opening. I already own Virginia Beach Wax and Beauty Bar, but I'm going to do the healing part of it as a separate business called the Healing Energy Alchemist.
Nice.
And working on the website, getting the booking up, all that stuff. We can already book through the original business, but I need to create the second one.
So when you're waxing somebody, you're doing Reiki so it doesn't hurt so much when it comes off.
My clients have been with me forever, so I don't need to do that. They already know it sucks.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Well, I came to you for a facial. That was fantastic.
Did your skin do okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Yeah. I've enjoyed that, so I'll be definitely coming back. What do you think the future of your business is going to look like?
I think decade outlook will be me doing more healing work and more energy work incorporated into the facials and less permanent makeup. And just, I think I want to teach people how to help heal themselves too.
Nice. I like that. I can see that in you.
Like we all have the ability to do that. I didn't realize that until 5 years ago. And there's a whole society out there that has no idea that they can access and draw and pull and heal themselves too. So if we can get that started, I think it would be great.
I think the collective is paying attention. I think I'm coming across more and more people that are open to this work, that are paying attention, that are not hiding. I call it this work. It's their gifts too. They have it.
Right.
When you're sitting there and you movement out the side of your eye and you look and nothing's there, that's your third eye seeing in other dimensions. Are infinitely more powerful than men. You just are. You've got these gifts this intuition that is significant if you actually plug into it. And then everything else, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think this planet is changing. I believe God is bringing us to the table at a high level. And I'm curious to see what it's going to look like in 20 years. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think expansion of consciousness will be infinite at that point. And not to sound kooky, but I think the internet is really helpful in this way.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can gain access to information and other ways of thinking so easily. Of course, you have to use a lot of discernment and make sure that you're listening to the right people.
Sure.
But it's helpful.
Yeah, I would tell, somebody asked me the other day, they said, Wes, how do I know if I'm connecting with somebody good? And I was like, well, it needs to feel good. You know, if you're looking at something and you're questioning it, then that's when I say I'm good. I step out because I don't know enough about so many things that I've had my butt in trouble before. I'm not going to do it again. And when Lakota came in and helped me and fixed everything I had going on, she looked me dead in the eye. She said, I will never do it a second time. I will never help you a second time. And I was like, well, what if I get in trouble? She said, if you get in trouble now, it's because you did something wrong. So I stay where I'm supposed to stay.
Right.
That's hard because I'm the guy that wants to press the button, right?
Right.
But not with this work. I love this work, and it's been beautiful. I like it.
You know what I would have said to that person that asked you, how do I know who I'm hearing it from? If the message is coming through, let's say the message is saying to you to do something that goes against what you really want, but what you really want is to do something mean to someone.
Yeah.
And the message is coming, be kind to this person, or watch what you say to this person, or something on the nice edge when you want to be the mean side, then that is the right channel. Like sometimes the message will go against what you want, but it's the right thing.
That's funny. Yeah, doing the right thing is the right thing.
Yeah.
One of the things, one of the, something I've been in conflict with myself is we talk about on the show life happens for you and not to you, and everything that comes into your life is a direct reflection, right?
Right.
So I hired this lady to come in and revamp my image, do my website and all this stuff. And I'm not going to say her name, but she stole my money. Mm-hmm. And I got to be honest, I'm agonizing over that. I'm like, what lesson am I supposed to learn? Or what energy did I carry that I brought somebody into my inner sanctum and she stole from me? It's kind of like going and stealing from the priest at some level, right? I think if you're taking something from somebody who does healing work, and not that I'm a priest, if somebody's doing healing work and you're stealing from that, knowing that's all based on God's work. And the karmic debt, it's got to be something. But for me, trying to figure out what energy did I carry that brought that in, I don't understand.
I look at that situation, I always break things down into 2 categories. Mm-hmm. Are you the teacher or are you the student in this situation? What are you supposed to learn from this? Is it to cool down reactivity to the offense? Is it to drop ego? There's so many things that can be learned from the theft.
Yeah.
Or are you supposed to teach her something? I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's the way, whenever I have a challenge, I always just take a breath. Am I the student or am I the teacher? Sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
And it takes some of the heat out of the offense.
Yeah. And the funny thing is I'm not even angry at her. I'm disappointed. Mm-hmm. I'm really disappointed.
Those are the brutal words.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed because I believed in this person at a very deep level. And I don't know. I'm just trying to reflect on that of, if I'm going to be honest on the show, I might as well be honest with what's going on and just try to figure that part out. Mm-hmm. Then it's maybe the darkness doesn't want me to do that work. And this is some of the stuff they're putting in place to keep me from doing it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That could all be true as well. Mm-hmm. There could be many correct answers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I've already gotten to the point where if I don't get the investment back, maybe she just needed it more than I did.
Right. It could be that.
I could promise you the holy and spiritual Wes would have been standing on her front porch, but...
Oh, you want to hear a story where I showed up on someone's front porch for money that was owed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sure did. I called, I emailed, I did all the things first, and then I got her address. I showed up on her doorstep and told her that I needed the money, that the bounce check. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah. And then it went unanswered for forever. And then I went to the police, right? And filed. And then all of a sudden, this is somebody in the Navy, right? She shows up to the business 2 days before we're supposed to go to court. Here's the money. I'll still see you in court. What? I just gave you the money. No, you need to understand. You can't do this to small businesses. And then it turned out that she had done it many times.
Yeah.
To other people. And small businesses, man, we can't take those hits.
No, it could be painful. That's for sure.
So she had to clean litter and all that stuff as what the judge gave her or whatever. But you're going to learn today. Like, I'm pretty sure that she would never do that again.
That's funny. So Margaret taught you about the Metatron cube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that like? Could you feel the energy when you opened the Metatron cube?
I could feel energy in so many things. Mm-hmm. Just coming into oneness. I can feel energy if I put up ascension columns on a property. I can feel energy just praying. Yeah. So in the Metatron cube, yeah. I feel actual prickly vibration.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when the first time I opened it, the person I was working on was on the healing table, the massage table, and I was bent over at a 90-degree angle, and Margaret's like, "Are you getting sick?" I was like, "No, I can't stand up. The energy like sucked me over the table."
Oh.
And it was like that for the first 5 or 6 times. It was bizarre. It was so powerful.
Huh.
It was crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't get bent over. Right?
You get thrown against the wall.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. I feel almost like there's an electric current in the air.
So when you start doing prayers, how long does it take before your hands just start lighting up? Do you feel it immediately?
I feel it pretty immediately. And sometimes I'll get really hot and sometimes my hands get cool. And I haven't figured out what the difference is there on certain clients, why I'm cool, why I'm hot. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I use my breath. When I exhale, it helps me move energy. And I remember, I don't know, a couple months ago, I had my hand in front of my face when I was doing that. And I noticed that the air coming out of my mouth was like 40 or 50 degrees cooler than it should be. It was bizarre to experience. I'm like, all right, well, that's new. So I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
And
I guess we just keep on experiencing weird things going, that's curious.
Yeah. And so do you do any healing work with animals? Do they in the room or whatever? Or do you work on animals or do they come in the room when you're there and they get under the table, anything like that?
I do little sessions like today. To get the antler, I was at PetSmart and there was a Cane Corso there that was all puppy and just all over the place. And I just said, hey, can I say hi to your dog? And I touched her and was like, it's okay. I know it's exciting here. Just relax. And she was just like, okay. And the owner, just like what you said to me when I met Abby for the first time. She laid down in the aisle and rolled over, and the owner was like, oh, she never does that. That's so weird. Dogs just do that to me all the time. They just roll over. So, yes, I'm constantly like giving them reassuring messages and yes.
Yeah. So that's fun. If we're out and Abby meets somebody that is clearly, they've got something going on there in a wheelchair or something, she knows. She just treats them differently because most people she won't pay attention to. They'll reach down to want to pet her and she doesn't even look at them. So when you get somebody like you that shows up and she lays on her back, I'm like, well, that's not normal. If they come and they've got something going on, there's this really autistic young lady I met 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Abby just laid on her feet, rolled over on her back, and it was really pretty. It's cool to see how they can connect and they understand somebody needs extra love.
Did you hear about the idea that nonverbal autistic children are going to help elevate the rest of the planet to the 5D through telepathic communication? Have you heard about this idea?
I have heard people talk about it a little bit, yeah.
Like maybe it was the autistic child verbal or nonverbal?
She was nonverbal.
Yeah, she could have been communicating to Abby and you don't even know. Like I've been learning about this because I had a client ask me if I could do quantum healing on her nonverbal son while he was sleeping, trying to heal his nonverbal issue. And me not knowing, I'm ignorant, right? So I was like, sure, I'll try to work on it. But as soon as 9 p.m. hit, I knew he was in bed. I was going to work on him while he was sleeping. I immediately heard, that's his divine blueprint. Do not change that. And then Margaret put me in contact with another lady who only deals with nonverbal autistic children.
Oh, wow.
And she specifically was like, no, that message was absolutely right. You have to help heal the parent from what's going on with the child, not the child itself.
Yeah, Margaret and I had worked with a lady who had this beautiful nonverbal daughter, and the mother, just wonderful family, and going through that process and talking, and the reality is the parents that needed the healing, not the little girl.
Right.
Yeah, everybody wants your child to be a certain way, and the reality is she's perfect the way she is. Her energy, working on her energy was the purest energy I've ever experienced in my life. It was beautiful. And she would just smile and just laugh when I worked on her. It was fun. She's a sweetheart.
Right.
So now, if people wanted to get up with you, Molly, how do they find you?
Honestly, they could just Google me. I've been around so long. They could just type my name into Google. Molly Zemke, Zemke. They will find me, my business website, the TikTok, the Facebook. Did I already say Instagram? Everything, right? But my business is Virginia Beach Wax and Beauty Bar. But you'll find me as soon as you type in Molly Zemke.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, Molly Zemke, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
This was fun. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. So everybody, I will see you on the next episode. The Sunday Preach, No Shoes Required, I promise will be coming out soon. And you have Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.